Okay, good morning. Welcome to
FamilyMath1083.
Math 1000. It might be 84. So this is another fantastic program up on Wolfram's site about the coronavirus. And what this is a program by Mads Bahrami, and what he's doing is he's plotting by days the number of cases in the United States by county.
Okay.
And I think his goes up to April 30th, yeah, and it starts over in January. So tell me what you see as the time progresses here. Now, right now we're in mid-February.
Alright, so here in the early days, sometimes there's not even, in the early days there were sometimes not even new cases every day, but then it suddenly jumped really fast.
And you can see there's like kind of three main points. There's like up in Washington and up in New York. Those are the two we heard about, but this one kind of down in California here, I don't remember hearing about this one.
Okay.
It's interesting because it's like almost, it looks pretty severe down there.
Yeah, so the colors, let me just scroll down for a second while that's looping. So the colors go, white is no cases, and then 1 to 10, and the darkest one is 50,000 cases.
Okay. So it looks like, the New York area, and then down in Florida also was hit pretty hard very early.
I think it even looks like originally there were cases down here before the Washington state cases. Yeah,
though right now there's like 30 or 100 cases, so they're not too many, but you're right, there were a few. And then it kind of exploded. What else do you notice about this map?
Oh, it starts from these points and then gradually spreads out from like 1 or 2 counties.
Okay.
And it looks like big population centers seem to be hit the worst. Like New York is hit the worst. I think that might be like the Miami area. In Florida is hit pretty bad. There's a couple red dots in this area that are probably major cities, like there and there.
Yeah, Chicago and Detroit.
Okay, and then a couple, like you can see kind of these spots on where there's likely big cities, and that's probably because those have a lot of people in them and a lot of people living close together, which is probably why those get hit so bad. Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, yeah, it seems we can really see where, like, in earlier months where the original outbreaks were mentioned. You can see that. Here up in Seattle there was an outbreak, and then all along, I think, New York had an outbreak. You can see that. Once it gets to that point, it happens pretty quickly.
Yeah, and one of the things that's difficult, or maybe difficult's the wrong word, but one of the things that you're not sure about on a map like this is this also, kind of as you mentioned, sort of looks like a map of population. And so a different way to look at this is going to be divided in each county, the number of cases divided by the population.
Yes.
So I authored the code to do that yesterday, but for the next video I just actually want to look at the code to see how this got done in Mathematica, because it's kind of neat and it's surprisingly simple.
All right.